And today we are going to be making seaweed noodles. Kelp. This is kelp noodles. Now it's a little controversial because some people think that these aren't really raw. However, they are because they are brined and the green is taken out of them. That just means they sit and soak in salt water, which is what they live in anyway. So if you get one of those seaweed salad mixes, you'll see some of these little clear looking noodles. Now when I was a kid, I lived in Japan and we used to say they were rubber bands. So when you ate them, they kind of felt like a rubber band. But now, of course, as an adult, I enjoy them. But the key about these is that they need to be flavored. So they do not taste on anything unless you flavor them. So here's how they come out. They have water in there, which is seawater. And you see, you just pull them apart. Now what I'm going to do with them today, and there's many things you can do with them. You can put pesto on them, let them soak in tomato sauce. There's many ways. But I'm making an Alfredo, which is a white cream sauce, cheesy white cream sauce. Okay, so I'm going to get the water off. And then I'm putting them in my clay bowl. This goes in the oven. I think this is Pampered Chef, is where I got this. So I'm just taking some more of the water off because we don't want our sauce to be all water. And so I'm just squeezing it out. But you see, I'm going to place them in here. And this is enough food by the time we're done with this for like two big meals. Or a big family eating. Okay. So there's how it looks. I have it all situated in the clay pan. Next thing we do is we are taking and making our Alfredo sauce. So I'm putting some of my soaked cashews. Now, next thing that goes in our recipe is namashoyu, and you know namashoyu. If you don't have namashoyu, I like namashoyu on certain things because it gives a smoky flavor. And Alfredo is a smoky flavor. Okay? I think that's enough. All right, garlic, 2 cloves, a clove and a half, and our famous nutritional yeast. Okay? And then, of course, water. And of course, use the best water you can find. Don't use tap water. Okay? And you might need more water in here. A little bit more. I try and get it so that it at least is even with the nuts. Okay, and just gonna turn it on. Oops, I put the cup on. There we go. Okay, so we just finished with our sauce in the blender. And we are just now going to pour it all over our noodles. Ooh. And get a little of this, because this sauce will cook into it, bake into it on our low heat. Remember, nothing in my house is over 94. So if you operate the way I do, just leave a little extra time for it to sit in the dehydrator. Give a little extra time. Some people believe 120, which is fine. I just like mine at 94 because I think it keeps some of the flavor in the foods. And all I'm doing is kind of coating the noodles, see? And I like to make enough sauce so there is enough to go around to all the noodles. And you also could, when you put the noodles in, you could use scissors for your kitchen scissors and cut them into smaller pieces. But this really is a lot like spaghetti. Okay? That's it. Oh, wait. One more thing. I like to sprinkle a little bit more. Now you can put mushrooms on top, you can put green onions on top. I used to do that, but a lot of people, you know, don't care for mushrooms or don't care for green onions. So I like to make it plain, and then they can do what they want. Okay, and there you go. So now I want to just give you an idea of how much I used of everything. So when it came to my blender, I have about this much in there for the cashews, and that's about a cup, maybe a cup and a half. Okay. And for the namashoyu, maybe about 2 to 3 tablespoons. You can see that when I blended it, it turned dark and then it turned light again. So it was enough in there to turn it dark. You don't want to use a whole lot though, because namashoyu is salty. So we don't want a lot of salt. And then as far as my nutritional yeast, I think I probably used maybe a quarter of a cup in the mix. And then on top at the end, I sprinkled it on top. And you can just do that to make it look pretty. Okay.